Okay, so this is new topic. It is commanding and forbidding. Okay. Some things to note before we dive into the topic. You cannot command or forbid in the past tense, right? You cannot command or forbid yourself. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
command or forbid someone who's not there, meaning the third person.
Yeah.
And then a grammatical command, not always a command. It can be a dua, can be motivation, can even be sarcasm, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if you make your mom angry, she will say, "Go lah, go," right? She's not actually saying go, right? She is being sarcastic or she's challenging you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So command doesn't always have to be a command in that sense. Okay.
Mhm.
So now before we do command, let's do forbidding. Okay, forbidding in Arabic is nahi. Okay,
Nah,
not
yeah.
nafi. Yes, nahi. Okay, with a ha. Okay, if you
Yeah.
put fa, it becomes nafi. It's negation. Okay, this is nahi, forbidding. Okay, means don't do something. Okay, that is forbidding. Okay, so how do we do fi'il nahi? Okay, so we start from our mudhari and second person. Okay. So this is our mudhari. This is gray. Okay. Hardly can see because this is our table actually that we want. Okay.
Yeah.
This is our tansuru, tansurani, tansuruna, tansurina, tansurani, tansurna. Okay. So we start with this and
Mm-hmm.
then we make it majzum. How do we make the tansuru majzum?
Dan suruh majzum make it sukun.
Yes. What about the ones with this noon?
Hazaf no remove the nun.
Yes. And what about the antunna?
Antunnya um,
Can we
remove the
delete?
nun. I cannot.
We cannot remove this noon, right? This is mabni. Remember that?
Yep.
This will
Sukun.
always be fixed. Whether it's rafa, nasab, or jar, it will remain tansurna. Okay?
Mhm.
Can?
Yep.
So this one we can put sukun. This one we can remove the noons. This
Mm-hmm.
one we cannot. Okay?
Yep.
And then we add la to the front. Oops. Okay,
Mm.
so basically we get la tansur. La tansuro, remove the noon. La tansuru, remove the noon. Tansuri, remove noon. Tansuro, remove noon. This one remains. La tansurna. Okay, can?
Mansur. Yep.
Yes. So when you have la plus majzum, that tells you that this is nahi. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
it now becomes, if this is you help, la tansur become,
Uh, don't help.
yes, don't you help. Yeah,
Don't
in,
you
in
help.
English, we just say don't help, right? But of course, in Arabic, there is a fa'il there. Okay. So it's like, don't you help. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You two don't help. Okay. You three don't help. Okay. You
Yeah.
feminine don't help. Okay. So la plus majzum is what again? Nafi or nahi?
La plus majzum is nahiyah.
Yes, nahi. Okay, don't help. Okay, so you see sukun, you know this is anta. If you see alif, you know that is your dual, antuma. You see
Mhm.
waw, you know that is your antum. You see
Yep.
ya, you know that's anti. You see sukun nun, this is antunna. Okay,
Antun. Alright.
can? Inshallah. So this lam we call lam nahiyah. Okay,
Alright.
la nahiyah. Okay. Now, there is a difference between forbidding and negating. Okay. One
Oh.
is don't help. One is he did not help, for example.
Uh,
Okay. One is to negate, meaning he didn't do something, not that don't do something. Okay. So forbidding, because you see la ta'kul, this is majzum, right? This
yep.
is don't you eat that, something like that. Okay.
Mhm.
But you see la ta'kulu, this is marfu. Okay.
Yep.
So this is nafi. Okay. You don't eat, maybe you don't eat fish or something like that. Okay.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
not forbidding. Okay. So there is a difference. Okay. You have to remember this. La plus majzum, nahi. La plus marfu, nafi. Okay.
Mhm.
Can?
Yeah.
So
Can.
this la is called nafiyah. Just now we saw this word already, right? We use it for lam.
Yeah.
We use it for lan also. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have two kinds of la. One is la nafiyah. One is la.
Nahiyah.
Yes. Okay. Can?
Yeah.
Easy.
Can.
Next one, our fi'il amr. Okay. Again, we start with our second person mudhari' like just now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then you make it majzum. So you put sukun and you delete the noon. For the rest, except for this one, cannot. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
then you remove the first ta. Okay, it was tansur, right? Tansuru. You remove that ta. Okay. So if we come here, we begin with tu'allim. Tu'allimu. Tu'allimu, who's our fa'il?
Tu'allimu. Hiya or anta?
Yes, hiya or anta, but we want second person. So is it hiya or anta?
Second person is gonna be anta.
Yes. Okay. So you teach. Make it majzum. Put sukun.
Yep.
Right. Tu'allim. Remove the first ta. These two. Remove it. You get alim. Right.
Alim. Yep.
Yes. You can read. So done already. Finish
Yep.
here for this word. But for tansur, right? If you remove the ta, you will begin with nun sukun and you cannot read it. Right. So
Yep.
if you cannot read the word, then you add a hamzatul wasl.
Yep.
Okay. So if you add a hamzatul wasl, technically you don't put a harakah, right? Because hamzatul wasl, you don't put harakah. Yeah, but how to read hamzatul wasl is just like tajweed, right? You have to count 3 letters. 1, 2, 3, dhamma. So dhamma, dhamma. If it's fathah, you put.
If it's fathah. Wait, apa? Sorry.
Imagine this
uh,
is a hamzatul wasl.
mhm.
There's no harakah there.
Yep.
Okay. So you need to count 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
So if it's a dhamma, you put dhamma. If it's a fathah,
Uh, if it's a fathah. If it's a fathah, if it's a fathah, put kasrah. I
yes,
think.
put
Yeah.
kasrah. If it's a
Uh,
kasrah,
just kasrah.
yes, kasrah also. Okay, so you will never have fathah for a fi'il amr.
Amal.
Okay, you have
Mhm.
unsur, you have iftah, you will have idrib, but you never have something. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, so that's how we do. And then there's an orange note here for family 4. We'll talk about it when we do sarf, inshallah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we talked about this already. The hamzatul wasl, how
Yep.
to put what to put the harakah there if you want to read from the hamzatul wasl. Okay, so that is
Mhm.
command. Okay, so if you're reading the Quran and you see a word that has a hamzatul wasl in front, there is a chance that that word is a command. Okay, but of course that's not the only word that have command. Fi'il madi also can start with a hamzatul wasl.
Mhm.
When is it fi'il madi? When is it command? We will do in sarf. Okay.
Mhm. All right.
Now, now that we've learned this, we realize that many of our dua are actually grammatically amr or grammatically nahi. Okay, for example, we have qala. What kind of word do we have?
Ola, it's uh
Ism, fi'il,
ism.
qala.
فعل
Fi'il what?
فعل ماضي
Yes, madihu.
ماضي هو.
Yes, good.
Uh-huh.
And then after qala, we have, remember what do we have after qala? After qala, after yakulu, after kul,
Apa apa dah, what do they call it, apa uh uh
makulul qawl, the quotation.
yeah, quotation,
Okay.
yes, quotation.
Yes. So
Mhm.
in Arabic we call it makulul qaul. Okay. And then we have Rabbi. Rabbi here is munada. We'll do that later. Basically, this is a start of calling to Allah. Okay. He said, "Oh my Rabb." Okay. "Oh my
Mhm.
Rabb." And then here we have Ishrah. Of course, when we read in the Quran, we just go straight to the shin because this is Hamzatul Wasl. right?
Mhm.
We say Rabbi shrah li. Okay?
Yep.
So this word is actually, if it on its own, is ishrah. Okay?
Hmm.
So here is fi'il.
فعل أمر.
Yes, fi'il amr. But obviously, because, and who's our fa'il?
uh,
This is sukun, you know it's?
إشراق. It's sukun. It's anta.
Yes, it's anta. Okay?
Yep.
Because we are talking to Allah. Who's that? Who's the anta? Is Allah, right?
Mhm.
Rabbi ishrah, right? Rabbi shrah li. Okay, and then
Mhm.
li is our
Uh, Harf.
half
Harf.
of,
Jar.
yes, half of jar. What is the half of jar?
Bitakalli.
Yes, the li is half of jar. And then
Yeah.
what is the ya?
Yeah, it's the majrur.
Yes, the majrur. What is that actually?
Ana.
Yes, ana is a domir. Okay?
Domir.
So
Yeah.
it must be muta'alliq bil.
Fi'il.
Yes.
Ishraq.
Yes, good. And then sadri.
Sadri.
Hmm.
It's fi'il also. Fi'il.
This is actually
No.
ism.
Ism. Okay.
Mm.
Sadri.
Mm-hmm.
Ism. Ism maf'ul.
Yes,
Uh,
it is a maf'ul, but why is it kasra? It's actually sadra. Okay? But
Sadra.
because of this ya,
Ana.
yes, this is
Ana.
mudaf ilaihi. So the
Mudaf.
ana makes it, forces it to have a kasrah. Okay? But it
Mhm.
is actually a maf'ul, right? Expand for me what? My chest. Okay?
Mm, yeah.
So this is grammatically amr, right? Ishrah. But obviously we cannot command Allah, but we can
Mm.
make dua to him, right? We can request him. Okay? So
Yeah.
yes. And then we have one more again. Rabbi, oh my Lord. Fala taj'alni. So what kind of la do we have here?
Um, La, it's fala. Do not. Uh,
How do we
it
know it's do not?
fala. Mm,
We have la nafi and la nahi, right?
nah, yeah, yeah.
How do we know that which one is which? We need to check what?
Um, Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. Uh, taj'alni. Taj'alni, it's not past tense, so it's nahiyah.
It's not past tense.
Yeah, taj'alni. Uh, it's not past.
What kind of fi'il is it?
It's fi'il mudari'.
What kind? Marfu, mansub, or majzum?
تجعلني. It's majzum.
How do you know it's majzum? What's the sign?
Sukun bisukun.
Yes, on the lam here, right?
Dalam.
Taj'al. So who's our
Mhm.
fa'il?
Or fa'il is hiya or anta.
Yes, in this
Taj'al.
sentence, it must be
In this sentence, it must be
ya or
an-
anta.
anta.
Yes, anta. Okay.
Yeah.
So if this is majzum, then is
Mhm.
this nafi or nahi? Is this negation or forbidding? La plus majzum.
Nahi.
Sorry,
Nahi.
nahi. Just to confirm, is nahi forbidding or negation?
Uh, it's forbidding.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the ni is our,
Ni it's domir ni
hmm,
domir muttasil.
the nun or the ya?
Um, the ya.
The ya is domir mutasil, is ana, right? Don't make me, right?
Hmm.
What about the nun? Remember what is it called?
Um,
This nun is called nun lil wiqayah.
Wiqayah.
Wiqaya. Okay, it protects this word from taking kasrah. Remember here, we have ya, it
Yep.
makes the raw kasrah, right? Actually, it's fathah,
Mhm.
it's a maf'ul. Same thing
Same
here.
thing here.
If
Uh-huh.
the noon doesn't protect this lam, then this lam instead of sukun must have a kasrah also. You understand? So
Yes.
this noon is noon wiqaya. It's called wiqaya because it's a shield for the lam. Okay, it protects the lam from the noon, from the ya. Okay, can?
Yep.
And
Can
then
so.
fil qawmi dhalimin. What do we have? Fi.
Fi is harf of jar
Mm-hmm.
and al-qawmi is the ism majrur.
And then al dhalimina.
Al-qawmi al-zalimina. It's
What fragment do we have?
mausul sifah.
Okay, we need to check. Is it correct in all status? This is jar. Is this jar? Ina.
Yes.
Okay,
Would
this
nasab or jar.
yes, correct. Nasab or jar. So we can take it as jar. And
Uh-huh.
then it's proper. It's proper.
Proper.
What about number and gender? This ina is plural
Plural.
and gender
Masculine. Masculine.
masculine. Qaumi is plural or not?
No.
Hmm. It
Uh,
looks not plural, right?
uh-huh.
This
Yep.
is one of the ism jama.
Ism jamak.
Okay, it means nation, people. It's a group of people. Okay,
Oh, yep.
so it looks not plural, but it is actually plural masculine. Okay, so yes,
Alright.
this is the sifah of qaumi. Okay, so the whole thing is muta'adik bil fi'il to taja'alni. Okay, so oh my Rob, don't place me or don't make me among the zalim people, the wrongdoing people, wrongdoing
Mm-hmm.
nation. Understand? Okay, so
Yep.
here it's forbidding, right? But obviously it's grammatically it's forbidding, but actually it's a doa, it's a request. Okay,
Uh-huh.
can
Alright.
understand?
Can.
Okay, so I think we can do this a bit. We have 10 minutes. Okay, so tukallimina. Who's our fa'il here?
Okay. Tukallimina.
Hmm.
Ta and ina is auntie.
Yes, auntie. So how to translate this?
Auntie. You speak.
Yes, you masculine or feminine?
Feminine speak. You
Yes, you
feminine.
feminine speak. And then
Mm-hmm.
how to make a command from here?
Remove the noon
Okay,
and remove the ta in front.
good. So we left with
Kalimi.
good, kalimi. And then how to do forbidding? Nahi,
Uh, Bidding, it's just put la in
put
front.
la. And then behind, is it marfu
La,
or majzum? Forbidding.
uh, la and wait, anti la. Just la kan?
Yes, la in front. But
Yeah.
with la, nahi is
Majzum.
la plus majzum or la plus marfu?
Majzum, majzum.
Yeah, so we delete the noun here. So it
Yeah.
becomes la.
La kalimi.
The two remains.
Oh, la tukallimi.
Yes, la tukallimi. Okay,
Alright.
good.
Okay.
Next one. Tantaliqani. Who's our fa'il?
Taliqani.
Hmm.
It's ta and ani.
Yes.
So it's antuma.
Yes. Feminine, masculine, both.
Uh, um, both.
Yes, it's both. You both
Yeah.
set out. Okay, can be
Yeah.
masculine, can be feminine, can be mixed. And
Mhm.
then how do we make it command?
To make it command, we remove the noon
Mm-hmm.
and then remove the ta.
Okay. Can
And then
you pronounce the
cannot
word?
cannot
Yes.
pronounce it.
So
So 1, 2, 3, it's il taliqa.
good. What about forbidding?
Forbidding, it's majzum, so we remove the noon only.
Mm-hmm.
Then la tantaliqa.
Good. Next one. Tuqatiluna.
Tuqatiluna, it's ta and una is gonna be antum.
Good.
And
So how to translate first?
first,
Antum.
antum, okay, antum, you all.
Yes, you all men
All
fight.
five.
Mm-hmm. Command.
Command, remove the noon
Mm-hmm.
and remove the ta.
To become.
Qatilu.
Good.
Qatilu.
Qatilu. Good. And then forbidding.
Forbidding, majzum, remove the noon
Mm-hmm.
and then put a lam in front. So
Yes.
la tuqatilu.
Good. Next one. Tattabi'na. Who's our fa'il?
Tattabi'na is antunna.
Good.
Uh,
So how to translate first?
um, Antunna is you all follow.
Yes, you all women follow. Good. How to make
Follow.
command?
To make command, remove the ta
And
only.
and then so
And
noon
then
cannot remove, is it? Can or
cannot.
cannot? Yes, cannot remove. And then can pronounce or cannot?
Can.
After remove ta, can pronounce?
Cannot.
Ah, so what we put there?
To remove ta. Tabi. Hamzatu wasl.
Mm-hmm.
One,
And
two,
then how to
three. It's gonna
pronounce?
be kasrah. Ittabi'na.
Yes, ittabi'na. Good. And what about forbidding?
Forbidding, it's gonna just tambah a lam in front, la in front.
Yes, so la tattabi'na. So how
Yep.
do we know if it's forbidding or negation? How do we know?
Uh,
Is it do not follow, don't follow, you all don't follow, or you all didn't follow? How do we know?
mm, Forbidding. Uh,
Because this one cannot see, right? The noon cannot drop. So whether it's majzum or marfu is the same. La tattabi'na. It cannot be la tattabi, right?
yep.
Yeah. So how do we know whether that la is forbidding or negating? Any idea?
Uh, this is
How
second question. So, wait. How,
okay. Whenever we have something shared, so for example, anta and hiya fi'il mudhari the same, right?
hmm,
In fact, this one antuma also with the same as huma feminine,
yep.
right? So how do we know which one we're talking about? Like just now we have here taj'al can be hiya, can be anta, right?
Mhm.
How do we know that this is anta, not hiya?
Because of the sukun.
But it could be
Yeah.
hiya also.
Yeah.
Taj'al can be hiya
Mhm.
also. But how do you know this is anta, not hiya?
The translation,
Yes, basically the
the
context. Okay, the
context.
context. You are talking to Allah, my Rob,
Allah, yeah.
right? So cannot be hiya, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's how we know this is must be anta. Okay, same thing for
Context.
yes. If we
Okay.
have la plus feminine plural after that, right?
Mhm.
Is it negation or is it forbidding? Context will tell you which one is it.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Alright. Mhm.
Next one, last one. Tastajiru. Who's our fa'il?
Tas tak zero. Ta hi Hiya or anta.
Yes. So here we take anta because we want to command. Okay.
Mhm.
So translation for anta.
You hire.
Yes, you hire. Make it a command.
Okay, command. Sukun
Mm-hmm.
the raw
Mm-hmm.
and then remove the ta
And then
and then add a hamzatu wasl istajir.
yes, is takjir. Hire. Hire that person. Okay. And then if you want to forbid, don't hire.
Uh, Forbid sukun the raw and then
Mhm.
add a la in front.
Yes. So we get
La tastajir.
exactly. Good. Can, inshallah.
Kan?
See?
Yes.
Okay, we end here for today. Then we'll do this for recap before we go to Iraq, the next lesson, inshallah. Okay,
Alright.
any
Yeah.
questions?
No questions.
Okay, subhanakallahumma bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Oh.